Let's go, Cena. Cena sucks dick. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is at this point that Cody Rhodes knew he fucked up. All right, let's. Look at that smirk. Look at that smirk on John Cena, bro.
I'm not going to reduce myself and punch down to your level. Just to protect you, Cody Rhodes. You've been protected long enough. I'm also not gonna cook you. I'm gonna bury you. Just like I buried everyone else. They've been saying for years that John Cena buries talent. I don't bury talent. I am talent. I bury mediocrity. I don't give a rat's ass about your lisp or your...
Yo, bro, John Cena bana, was that necessary? This dude goes ahead and makes fun of Cody Rhodes' lisp, which is ironic because when Cody Rhodes was wrestling back in WWE before he went over to TNA, then AEW, I never noticed that he had a lisp. Could it be that it's from an accident, wrestling accident? I don't know. Nini, I don't know. I think I'll have to like do a research on that. Yo bro bana, unajua I used to never really understand what the whole fuss was about regarding John Cena rather being the best promo artist in the WWE. And guys have even been saying that during his feud with The Rock back in the day, he got the upper hand on The Rock. And me being a Dwayne The Rock Johnson fan for a long time, I really never wanted to believe this. And I've gone back and watched the promos he did with The Rock over and over and over again. And I don't think he ever had an upper hand on The Rock. The only time he had an upper hand on The Rock was that time he called out The Rock for writing his promos on his wrists, right? Of which is also very understandable. The Rock is a big Hollywood star at that right now, and at that time, John Cena was not. So definitely, The Rock has a lot on his mind. He has movies to shoot. He has scripts to remember. I don't see anything wrong with him writing a promo on his wrist. So John Cena goes out and calls him out for... Actually, I don't think even John Cena was supposed to go out, right? And like do the 1v1 promo, right? But when the Miz pointed it out to John Cena that The Rock had promos on his wrist, John Cena goes out and he points out, they shoot at each other. Then he points out that I don't blah blah blah, like I don't need to write promos on my wrists. I can tell you for sure that caught The Rock off guard. And I even remember The Rock looking at John straight in the eyes and moving forward and told him, I think he tells him, you're an asshole. You're an asshole. Yo, that was intense. Back then, I didn't notice. I only noticed it later, right? When I was going back on their feud. Yo, that was the only time that The Rock has been caught off guard. And ever since they've been saying that he murdered The Rock on the mic. No, I don't think he did not murder The Rock on the mic. What I can say about that feud was that, or rather, is that Dwayne The Rock Johnson is from the Attitude Era, where when they are doing promos, it's more of entertainment than straight up real time banter, right? So The Rock would make fun of John Cena's, fruity pebbles looking like t-shirts and hats. Um, you know, funny stuff that you'd listen to and you'd laugh at. It's WWE at the end of the day, World Wrestling Entertainment. The promo should be the entertainment beat before the wrestling. All right. Then I don't know where John Cena came from and took all this stuff seriously. Like, when you're doing a promo with John Cena, it's like he wants to end your career intentionally. I've really never understood it. You get? So it's like this guy, even with the Austin Theory promo, I mean, he says things that we, the WWE fans, are supposed to say when we're watching WWE. He lets his intrusive thoughts out. I mean, it's not that serious, John. It's entertainment. Just make us believe that you hate this guy, but in an entertaining way, in a funny way. We want to laugh. I don't want to be like, shit. You get? This promo, on the other hand, the John Cena versus Cody Rhodes promo, I mean, isn't it what everyone is saying on the internet? I mean, yeah, it's a good promo from John. Don't get it twisted. It's this was like, for me, if you ask me, out of all the promos I've seen from John Cena, this is one of the best, because it's the truth, but it came out funny in a way. Yeah, like when he tells him, "I don't care about your lisp." That's super funny. All right, that's stand-up comedy stuff. All right. And Cody did not hold back. Pia, Cody stood his ground. Is Cody being protected? Hell yeah. But I mean, I don't want to hear the other wrestlers say it. Say something different from what the fans on the internet are saying. That's all I'm asking, John.
WWE can hand the heartbeat of this organization to my chauffeur.
Yo, you see? Yes. Okay, yo, bro, that's hilarious. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So when he said that Cody Rhodes is protected, yeah, I was like, yeah. Yeah, John, we know. We've been saying it on the internet, all right? We've been saying it on the internet. You don't need to reiterate what we've been saying. Tell us something we've not been saying. And not when I say tell us something we've not been saying, it's not necessarily what we've not been saying, but say it in a way that we haven't said it. Say it in a new way, all right? So yeah, we all know that Cody Rhodes used to drive John Cena around. So for John to turn around and say, yo, they gave this title to my chauffeur, yo, bro, that's hilarious as fuck, bro. Yeah. At this moment, I was sold. I wish they had given us more of these promos prior to this big one.
Cody Rhodes, your champion, is nothing more than my chauffeur.
It's the way he says chauffeur. It's the evil in his eyes. It's the evil in his facial expression when he says shofar. Bro, this was gold. This was gold. This was gold promo, bana.
A slimy pickpocket who thinks just because he stole the blueprint he can run the kingdom.
Oh, say, a slimy pickpocket who thinks that just because he stole the blueprint he can run the kingdom. Yeah, hapana mse. Anonymous team needs to use this on some of these Kenyan influencers. A slimy pickpocket who thinks that just because he stole the blueprint he can run the kingdom. Yeah. That's a nice one. That's a super fucking nice one. Shit. Hey, John Banner. John, you are wild for this.
Why, Cody Rhodes? Because you with that disgusts me. You sat by my side for years and stole every secret you need to be undeniable, but you are still underwhelming.
Hey, bro. Yo, huh? You stole every secret to be undeniable, but you are still underwhelming. John Cena, what the hell? This is poetry. Shit.
I tried to drill it into your egotistical skull. You have to be authentic because they can see through phony.
But I think, Cody Rhodes is authentic. Like, you don't look at Cody Rhodes and go like, yeah, that's a copy and paste of John Cena. You can look at LA Knight on the other hand and say, yo, shit, that's a copy paste of The Rock. On one night, LA Knight is a copy paste of The Rock. On another night, LA Knight is a copy paste of Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, hell, look at even the BFT. It's a copy paste of the Stone Cold Stunner. But Cody Rhodes is original. The only time you can relate Cody Rhodes to John Cena is when Cody Rhodes says, he himself says, I'm trying to be a workhorse like John Cena. I'm trying to do as many Make-A-Wish whatever that CSR they do in the WWE. Like John Cena, like, yes, he took the blueprint, but he did not copy it. He took the blueprint and customized it to fit him. So I wouldn't say that Cody Rhodes is a copy paste of John Cena.
You didn't listen, and it shows. You're too perfect. You're too polished. You're too rehearsed. You rely on lazy gimmicks like them singing your name over and over again to get by.
Cody Rhodes.
Actually, you are just like the Pied Piper because all you've ever done is find a way to make a catchy tune trick these people into loving mediocrity. Strip away his music and entrance, there is not much to look at except a thick pinstripe suit. But you could walk me out here in silence and bet your last dollar I would body you before your first breath. Cody Rhodes does not look like me. He doesn't act like me, and he sure as hell doesn't work like me. But Cody Rhodes also, you don't look like you. You don't act like you, and you don't work like you, because after all these years, you are still afraid to show who you are. So what do we get instead? Cody gives us a generic mix of every superstar he's ever loved or TV show he's ever watched in some big confused blob. And it makes you look like a 16-year-old kid taking acting lessons who's still afraid of public speaking. you have showed me one thing. And the one thing you have showed me is someone mediocre wearing something meaningful nowadays is enough to trick these people. I have worked too damn hard to
Someone mediocre wearing something meaningful is enough to trick these people, which is true because Cody Rhodes does dress up like a motivational speaker, an African motivational speaker for that matter.
that a symbol of mastery to have it paraded around by a paint-by-numbers, sociopathic nepo.
Cody Rhodes dresses like an African pastor. That puts meaning to John Cena saying, nowadays, someone mediocre dressing in something meaningful is enough to trick these people.
Baby, who is so into himself, he had his wrestling gimmick tattooed for the world to see. It's not where your tattoo's at, Cody. It's what your tattoo is that exposes you to the world for who you are, a common fan like them. So after WrestleMania, it'll be great for you. Go straight to Fanatics, buy the toy belt that they buy, call yourself their champion. Because the last real champion is taking that home forever and exposing you for who you are. An errand boy that got lucky. There's your why, pal.
John, I didn't expect to say this. Maybe you're right. Maybe I was chosen. But you know who chose me? They chose me. Can you say the same, John Cena? Or was it one guy in an office who chose you who's not here anymore and we don't talk about him?
Yo, bro. Hey. Cody Rhodes understood the fucking assignment, bro. Ay, 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 ay. Yo, Cody Rhodes understood the fucking assignment. Because, hey, let's be honest. In the WWE, it's only a few people who work their way up. It's only a few people who work their way up. For the rest, the faces that we know, talk about The Rock, talk about Stone Cold Steve Austin, talk about Roman Reigns, talk about Seth Rollins. You know, these are people that have been held by the authority, have been fed to the fans by the authority, and that's how they get to become like big stars. Of course, the work ethic has to be there, because look at Austin Theory. I mean, Vince McMahon tried to front him to the fans, but I mean, he is just not creative enough. He's just not, should I say, a workhorse enough. Yo, but there's people who are held by the company and fronted to the people, and yes, their work ethic gets to put them in that on that platform. So Nani, Cody Rhodes here is right. Cody Rhodes had to work his way up. CM Punk had to work. CM Punk was big even before he left. Cody Rhodes had to leave to make a name for himself outside the WWE so that the WWE could reach out to him and bring him back. So you have to respect Cody Rhodes for that. And you have to agree he's right when he says John Cena is John Cena, half of it because of Vince McMahon and the other half because of his work ethic, of course.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead. Strip everything away from me, right? I don't know who I am. Who the hell knows who they are? I know this. I'm Cody Rhodes. I'm a wrestler like my father before me. And if anybody is a company creation, it's you, John Cena, and not me. Gosh, everyone's so terrified of you on the mic. I'm not, because I know you've got more dick in that promo.
Yo, bro. Yo. Yeah. This is evil. This is evil, and I love it.
Doing your jorts.
Bro, Checky John Cena wants to laugh, yo. Yeah. Oh God, hell no, I'm saying. Look at John Cena's face. Look at John Cena's fucking face, bro. Bro wants to laugh so hard. He's holding it in. Okay. Let me catch my breath, I'm saying. Let me catch my breath. Oh God, okay, let's go.
You want to make fun of me for appearing like I'm 16 taking public speaking lessons? Well, you're the one who hangs out with Zac Efron and wishes he was 16. And what a softball! Thank you, John. What a softball you've thrown me by saying you created all of this. You created me. Here's what you created, pal. You created a lot of disenfranchised fans who made it easy for me to pack up and go elsewhere and say, hey, look at me. Don't act like you cleaned up your room before you left and went to...
That is right. That's what I just said. Cody Rhodes had to leave the WWE, make a name for himself in TNA and AEW so that WWE could reach out to him and bring him back. Cody Rhodes has put in the work. Nani, CM Punk has put in the work. You get? So yeah, we have our Dwayne The Rock Johnsons, we have our Stone Cold Steve Austins, we have our Brock Lesnar's, who all these guys are Vince McMahon guys. We all have our Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is also a Vince McMahon guy. But we also have Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. People are saying that Cody Rhodes is a Triple H guy. Hell no. Cody Rhodes is not a Triple H guy. Cody Rhodes is his own guy. CM Punk is his own guy. You have to put respect on these people's names. The fact that they resonated with the fans so much that the fans accepted them and the fans wanted them to be on that top spot, you have to put some fucking respect on Cody Rhodes and CM Punk's name, man. Yes, Kina John Cena, Kina Dwayne The Rock, Kina Roman Reigns are bigger stars than they are. But they did not need their hands held for them to be where they are. So put some motherfucking respect on Cody Rhodes and CM Punk.
John, you're still my hero. But you're also a piece of shit.
Just like all these people, your brain is filled with feces and not facts. I have worked 100 times harder than you, and never once in all that time was I ever protected from an audience or a superstar, present company included, taking their best shot at me. As a matter of fact, everyone knows every time I step on this canvas, it is a challenge to every arena or every superstar dumb enough to walk down that ramp to take their strongest swing to see if they are worthy.
Calling Cody Rhodes protected at this time is redundant.
To put me in the...
If at all Cody Rhodes is being protected, then he's worked for it, right? So enough about this promo. This promo was fire, you know. However, the match was underwhelming. The match on WrestleMania was super underwhelming. Not The Rock. John Cena looked slow as fuck. And I guess this is just time to admit that John Cena is getting old. John Cena has gotten old. And indeed, if there's a time to retire, it's now. I'm saying John Cena looked slow, just as Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker and Triple H and Kane looked slow during the is it the SummerSlam match they had in Saudi Arabia a few years back. Bro, it was, I mean, Cody Rhodes had to slow down for John Cena. I mean, The Rock looked better than looked better in his last WrestleMania match last year compared to John Cena. Given the fact that John Cena has been wrestling more recently than The Rock in the last few years. So, man, I don't know, man, but... And they did not even do that match any justice by bringing out Travis Scott out alone, you know, to help John Cena get the win over Cody Rhodes. I mean, I saw the interview with The Rock and Pat McAfee, where The Rock says, okay, so I didn't want to get involved in the storyline any longer, blah, blah, blah. But yo, I mean, The Rock has been behind this storyline from the get-go, you know, from giving Cody Rhodes his, his dad's watch that he pawned back some time back, to you know, him asking Cody Rhodes to sell his soul. The Rock was very, very integral for this storyline. I can understand why he'd want John Cena to, like, you know, I understand why The Rock would want the spotlight to really remain on John Cena. But then again, they did turn John Cena into a heel. And, you know, John Cena as a heel getting help from The Rock, wouldn't hurt. Remember last year, Cody Rhodes got the upper hand on The Rock. You know, The Rock was trying to help Roman Reigns, but Cody Rhodes got the upper hand from John Cena and the Undertaker, and he won. So this also would have been like a sweet revenge, and create a longer storyline for probably John Cena versus not John Cena, but rather The Rock versus Cody Rhodes in WrestleMania 43. Because I understand that right now they might want to build up The Rock and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 42. I'm not so sure. I also heard The Rock say he has other obligations, which is totally understandable. But if they do build up The Rock versus Roman Reigns for WrestleMania 42, then they would have wasted also this storyline, this build up for The Rock versus Cody Rhodes in WrestleMania 43. Yeah, but all in all, man, yeah, it was a very underwhelming match. I don't know how to feel about John Cena becoming the 17th time world champion. Yes, records are meant to be broken. If there was someone to do it, definitely it was John Cena. But how quick, or rather how soon, is his record going to get broken? Because Nani's record, Ric Flair's record, has stayed for, I think it's over 30 years now, you know. But I don't think John Cena's record is going to take, I highly doubt if it's even going to take 10 years for it to be broken, even 5. Because remember this guy, Randy Orton. So now I think they're planning on building up John Cena versus Randy Orton for John Cena's final match, which is also good, and it's going to be very, very interesting because this time around John Cena is going to be the heel and Randy Orton the face. So it's going to be super, super interesting. For all those years that John Cena and Randy Orton have been feuding, Randy Orton has been the heel and John Cena the face. So it's really, really going to be super, super interesting to see how the build up of John Cena heel versus Randy Orton face is going to go. Like, are they going to give us a historic match like the previous matches they've given us? Fuck no, they are too old for it now. But it's still going to be nostalgic either way, right? Super, super nostalgic.